Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, back to one of the last appearances of the Lions in this venerable old gym at Minneapolis Junior Senior High School. It is January 10th, 2017. Dale Leach and Mike Perry here tonight to bring you these games between the Minneapolis Lions and the visiting Clay County Community High School at a Clay Center. It is January 10th. And it's a beautiful, balmy 55 degrees or higher today, but it's set to get cold, folks. So, hope you enjoyed it today. Anyway, tonight, back to business for the ball games. Minneapolis, with a 2-5 record, is set to take on the Clay Center Tigers, who are 7-0. They are the Class 4A Division II defending champions from the state tournament last March. Minneapolis is giving up 42 points a game, scoring 39 for a -3. Clay Center is giving up 35 points, scoring an average of 52. So they're a plus 17 on their averages. Overall, this is the 47th game in the series. Minneapolis leads at 27-19, 14-9 here at home. The teams have split their last 4 games. Minneapolis won a close one last season up in Clay Center, 31-28. Over the team that went on to win that division. They were number 2 in 4A Division II at that time. Minneapolis was number 6, I think. But we'll have a hard time pulling off an upset here tonight. We are without 2 starters. One, Charisma Veneri, sophomore. The other sophomore, Kylie Fuller. They're shown in the video. We were without Kylie Fuller at the loss last Friday night against Southeast of Saline. And Charisma Veneri rolled an ankle last night. And neither one will be in the Lions lineup tonight. The Lady Lions did get a big game out of Faith Koronek last Friday, scoring 17 points and garnering 10 rebounds for the double-double. So we hope we can get another big performance out of her tonight. She's going to have some help from people like Mackenzie Allison, Adeline Laws, and get some of these other guards to step up and start getting some point production to help replace Charisma Veneri, not only in scoring, but taking care of the ball.
Well, she is one of our better defenders as well. She very good defensive player, and she's a good defense. We're going to miss her if she's not in there.
Getting ready to get things rolling here tonight. We'll be back for the national anthem and the introductions.
Test.
Try switching ports on you here.
Welcome back to the Lions Den. We're just getting ready to get started here. Minneapolis Lady Lions taking on the Lady Tigers from Clay Center. We've had our national anthem. As Dale mentioned, Clay Center will be a pretty tough opponent here tonight. For Clay Center, starting at point guard will be Allie Wright, number 12. She's a senior. For Minneapolis, number 13, that's Courtney Walker. She will have to handle the ball quite a bit here tonight with Charisma Vigneri on the bench with the injury. For Clay Center, number 15 is Gracie Fife. And for Minneapolis, number 21, that's Kylie Robb. For Clay Center, number 21, Hannah Ferguson. She's 6 foot and a junior. For Minneapolis, number 23, that's Adeline Laws. She'll match up well. For Clay Center, number 23, she looks like the point guard. That would be Addie Mullen. And for Minneapolis, number 32, Faith Cornett. Big game last game against Southeast. And for Southeast, number 32, Callaway. For Minneapolis, Allison. You get Callaway's first name. Sydney Callaway. And that would be Mackenzie Allison. Just about ready to get started.
So the Minneapolis will start the Twin Towers tonight of Laws and Cornick.
And as I mentioned, Clay Center does have a post that's right up there at 6 foot as well. Not quite as tall as Nicole Oldie, but stands right in there with her.
Adeline Laws is 6 foot and Cornick is 6 foot. So
Hannah Ferguson will jump center for Clay Center, and Adeline Laws for Minneapolis. Lady Lions in their home whites, moving right to left, and Clay Center in their road black, trimmed in orange. And we're underway. We control the tip. Cornick has it in the backcourt, gets it off to Walker. Excuse me, off to Allison. Now Walker has it. Man-to-man defense by Clay Center. Allison dribble drive, kicks it off, and the ball's batted out of there by Clay Center.
Cornick picks up the blocking foul.
Mullen goes coast to coast and is fouled. And they're going to give her a 2-shot foul as Faith Cornick is whistled with her first personal foul. Left-hander free throw up, no good by Mullen. Second throw on its way, misses everything. Addie Mullen. Now the full court pressure put on. She missed them both. We're still tied at 0, just underway here. We get it in. Laws has it. Gets it back to Walker. Dribble drive down the court. Clears the timeline. Left-hand dribble, and that ball is tipped out of there by number 32, but Walker touches it last.
Two possessions, 2 turnovers.
Callaway with a big reach in. Minneapolis in the 2-3 zone. Out front it goes. Good ball movement. Now on the baseline, back out front. Three-pointer is looked at and turned down. They had 2 open looks. How many times she will pass on that very good passing team, as you can tell. Three-pointer on its way now, and front rim no good. Allison fights the Lady Tigers for it, and they come away with the ball. Just underway, no score. Wright has it out on top, now on the right wing. Entry pass down low. The 6-footer shot is blocked by Laws, and the stick back is too far underneath the basket, and it's pulled out of there by Minneapolis. You try throwing over the top. They have long arms, and I believe she did touch it. It should be ours.
There. We about had 3 possessions, 3 turnovers there.
The ball was tipped by Clay Center. Minneapolis will play it in. Pretty tight defense, man-to-man. We play it in to Faith Kornick. Out front, Walker. Man-to-man, tight man-to-man. And that's going to stay with Minneapolis as the ball rolls down the sideline.
Shoup and Gregg come in.
Allison to play it in. And she stepped out of bounds. Shoup a little bit too close to that sideline. We had an open person in the middle there, and we missed her. Zoe had to take the pass. Now Clay Center with the ball. Minneapolis still in that 2-3 zone. Ball movement is the key when you're trying to crack the zone. And good outside shooting as well. Isn't that correct, Dale?
Yes.
Front rim no good, and Gregg blocks out for the rebound for Minneapolis. Picks up her dribble, gets it off to Shoup. Left-hand dribble on the wing, closely guarded. You have to pick it up. She loses it. Clay Center picks it up. Now the baseline shot on its way. Good. That's number 12. Wright with a three-pointer from the outside.
And I'm really not going to try to harp on this, but that's 4 possessions, 4 turnovers. We're not doing a very good job of handling the ball.
Allie Wright.
New player in, number 3.
Laws hands it off to Shoup. She gets around the defenders, double teamed in the backcourt. Good left-hand dribble, clears the timeline. Reach in by Clay Center. They're a ball hawking bunch. Good tight defense. Out front, Gregg has it. Sets up the offense. That's a good call as the hack by Allie Wright. She's whistled with her first personal foul. Allison comes back in to give Laws a little breather. Number 3 is Nelson from Minneapolis. She plays it in, and the ball is collected in down on the baseline by the Clay Center Tigers. 3-0 Lady Tigers down on the baseline all alone, and she goes. She is fouled as she gets to the basket. That's Gracie Fife. Be a 2-shot foul for 15. That's 5. Free throw, good. Eyes the rim, second one on its way. It's rims off, and they get the rebound. Now back up with it. Shot is blocked by
Laws,
and ball is tied up. Possession arrow will favor the Lady Tigers. Nice defensive play down low by Minneapolis to not allow that easy basket. Nelson back to the bench. And Cornick back in. She had a good look. Now in on the baseline again. Shot is blocked by Adeline Laws once again.
That's at least 3 this quarter.
Good job by Adeline not to foul. Now the 6-footer in, and she is pinched in there. They're going to count that basket, and she's going to get the and one as Adeline is whistled with her first personal foul. Ferguson gets the 2-pointer, but she cannot convert on three-point play. The and one rimmed off. Minneapolis collects the rebound. Walker, that could have been a double dribble. Tipped away by Clay Center. Walker gets it off to Allison. Minneapolis working on the man-to-man offense. Now the shot by Roth, back rim no good. She had a nice look there on the low block.
We finally got a shot on the goal. 6th possession.
Oh,
there's a walk.
Travel, and Dale had it as well as I did. The turnover gives it to Minneapolis anyway. Would have been nice if that was called. Loss to Walker, shot good. Nice pass by Adeline, too far under the basket. Courtney Walker all alone, and the basket is up and in. 6-2, Clay Center. Good quick ball movement. It sure does get an open look, doesn't it, Dale?
Mm-hmm. They're just reluctant to take them.
So far, there's one on its way. Last one she put up was short. That one rims up and around and out. Allison with the ball in the left wing, guarded by the 6-footer. Roth all alone, 3-pointer on its way, and it is good.
She hit 1 or 2 at Southeast last Friday.
That's what we need, an open look. Kylie had to pull the trigger quickly, and she did. 30-second timeout called for by Coach Weatherman, and Clay Center with a 6-5 lead here. Yeah, we get 2 good shots, Dale, and they go down.
It helps to control the ball and not have it stolen away so you can actually try a shot. So hopefully they get those early jitters over with on trying to work against this Clay Center press.
Clay Center able to put on the pressure, and initially Minneapolis having trouble with the pressure on the offensive end. Clay Center, a ball hawking defensive team. 2:53 left first quarter. Clay Center with the ball, leading by 1. Minneapolis is going to stay in that zone. They're going to have to work because Clay Center can pass the ball. And there's a nice defensive play by Faith Kornick. Tip that ball out of bounds. Clay Center will play it in under their own basket. Open look, that's not going in. Front rim, and the 6-footer clears the board for Clay Center. That's Ferguson. Right wing looking inside. High-low post switches. One of them will be open. Oh, good hands up front by Zoe Shoup. And the loose ball is picked up by Minneapolis. That entry pass was tipped and just takes a little bit. Shoup picks up a dribble on the baseline, gets it off to Faith Kornick. Roth just hit a 3. Picks up her dribble, gets it off to Allison. Shoup down the lane she goes, shot up, no good. Off front rim, no good. That was a good look. For sure, Greg jumps on that ball. It will be Minneapolis ball as a possession arrow favors Minneapolis. Greg hits the floor and gets the possession for Minneapolis. Nelson to play it in for Minneapolis. Look for Adeline Laws. Right there she is. Good job. Adeline puts the ball on the floor. Now Shoup on the baseline all the way in. Shot up and in.
And the Lions take the lead, 7-6. 1:33 to go.
Nice job by Shoup. Good drive on the baseline. The shot was open. They didn't stop the ball. Three-pointer on its way. No good. Back rim. And
Roth with the rebound.
Wonderful. 7-6 Minneapolis. Shoup has the ball. Ball screen.
Double dribble there.
Was coming from Nelson and put in the extra hand, and double dribble is the call.
Mackenzie Allison in for Roth. 1:08 to go in the quarter.
Minneapolis on top, 7-6. Entry pass down low, off the glass, no good, and there's a big rebound by Adeline Laws. Just a point-blank shot was missing. Now a long shot by Allison, no good. We try to rescue it. I think Mackenzie just needs to make up her mind to shoot. She's a little indecisive about pulling the trigger there. She had an open look, and why not? 40 seconds left first quarter. They're going to play for the last shot here, I believe. A little different offensive set as they had a cutter that time against the 2-3 zone. Kornick way out on top. That leaves that open, and sure enough, bad pass, and the reach-in foul is whistled. Mackenzie Allison was headed to the other end with the loose ball.
I wasn't sure whether they're going to do a foul or a travel there. The foul it is.
Ferguson is whistled with the foul. Second team foul. Greg will play it in for Minneapolis. 21 seconds left first quarter. Plays it in to Allison. Left-hand dribble. She clears the timeline. Gets a good job. Gets it off to Shoup.
10 seconds.
Went off the foot, I thought, of the Clay Center player, which would have kept the possession with Minneapolis, but the ref saw it the other way.
And he was right there.
And he called it a back court. And we play on. 7 seconds left first quarter. Minneapolis leading 7-6. That's a travel, please. Thank you. A little bit out of control, lost her balance, picked up the dribble, put it back down again. I didn't think he was going to make that call, Dale.
2.3 seconds remaining. Have to be sure we don't have a throwing error on the inbounds here. Give them an easy bucket.
Little oops here. We don't need that.
They're going to get several players out to make sure they don't get fouls. A lot of subs in.
We play it in. That's a safe pass. Faith, do not go over the pass.
Yes.
What a good first quarter for Minneapolis, playing without a starting forward and a starting point guard. Minneapolis leading 7-6.
7-0 run. We were down 6-0.
Good first quarter.
We'll be right back.
I'll take it.
Welcome back for second quarter action. Lady Lions did a bang-up job of getting over the early jitters against the press and the pressure of the Tigers. And they're doing a fantastic job of playing defense and getting some rebounds. And blocking some shots.
Really good defense down on the low block as Adeline Laws has blocked 2 or 3 shots down low to keep the Lady Tigers from getting an easy basket. Back in that 2-3 zone. They know they're going to have to hit something from the outside. They have hit one. Long one. But the others, one was close, but the rest of them were not that close. You say they won the state last year?
Yes. And they're 7-0 so far this year.
Well,
they beat Beloit.
That shot off the glass, no good, and Minneapolis almost had it. Ferguson had a hand on it for Clay Center, but could not control it. Minneapolis touched it last. It'll go out of bounds. and they'll play it in. They'll box up on this inbounds play. Wright has an open look. Now the three-pointer on its way. Back rim, no good. Walker has to watch where she's going. There we go. 3-on-1. And a little late with the pass as they get back on defense. Callaway hustles back and tips that away. Minneapolis had numbers. That was a walk.
And they're going to call the foul instead. This Clay Center squad has beaten the likes of Chapman, Concordia, Wamego, Riley County, Marysville, Beloit, and Rock Creek this year, Mike. In that 7-game streak. She makes the first one.
Allie Wright at the charity stripe. Sure looked like she took an extra step. Not quite as bad as the blatant one from KU, but close.
I wasn't even going to bring that up, Mike.
I thought that was probably next on your agenda. Talk about the extra step down the lane. Bad pass. Right there, Callaway all the way in. Layup, no good. She misses, and the rebound on the backside, no good. Now, Roth has it for Minneapolis. Picks up her dribble, and the pass, outlet pass.
We had 3 black shirts surrounding her. Somebody had to be open to come back and help.
Walker could not get a hand on that outlet pass. They missed 2 easy layups there.
Score's tied at 7, 6:35 to go in the second quarter.
Right to play it in. Out on top, number 11. I'll have to get her name here shortly. Callaway, skip pass to Wright. Now down low, back out to Callaway. Ferguson has a look, it's no good, and Adeline Laws has the rebound, and the hack reach-in foul is whistled.
Number 11 is Haley, that's with an I, Franson, 5'6" sophomore.
That foul was on number 15, Fife. Haley Franson.
Haley Franson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her pass a little long.
She
Could
must
not get a hand on it. It goes out of bounds.
She must have thought that either Laws or Cornick was standing down there.
Second quarter action. Good job on defense. Double screen up on top. Three-pointer on its way. It's good by Callaway.
And their lead comes out 10-7.
Allison gets it off to Shoop. Gets a ball screen. Bragg had an open look all the way to the basket. Now Allison gets the same avenue. Her shot up, no good. They're on the backside. Cornick, big basket. Nice job, Faith, on the backside. Had the rebound and the putback. Now on top, Ferguson gets it down on the baseline. Out on top, Allie Wright. Now the entry pass to Ferguson, and the reach-in foul is whistled on Faith Cornick. That's not good. That's her second. Adeline Laws back in. Faith will probably set the rest of the quarter. Franson has it. Out on top, now left wing Callaway. Back to Franson. Number 12 is Wright. Skip pass to Callaway, down on the baseline, out on top. There's a two-pointer. No good, and Shoop has the rebound for Minneapolis. All the way in she goes.
Fouled by Franson.
It's a fourth team foul. Nelson to play it in for Minneapolis. Foul is called on the floor. Nelson. Somebody needs to move, and they do. Entry pass to Allison. Turns and shoots. Up, no good. Ooh, Adeline, be careful. There they got numbers. Now the 6-footer down, left-hand layup, up and good.
And we have an injured player, Laws, or maybe Roth is shaken up.
Roth.
Must have caught an elbow or something.
Yeah, she's reaching for her forehead.
Lauren Gregg comes in for Kylie.
We'll play it in at half court. Good job by Gregg as they tipped that pass away. She was right there to pick it up. Shoop gets it off to Gregg. Oh, it goes through the hands and out of bounds. Lauren, I think, was ready for that return pass. 12-9, Clay Center. 4:10 left, first half. Out on top, Wright has it. Franson now down low. Good ball movement. She is fouled. There's no question about that. I don't know who on, though. It is on number 23. That's Adeline Laws. Ferguson will get a 2-shot foul here. First one on its way. It's good. 13-9. Minneapolis hanging in there.
Giles in for Laws. So we go to a short lineup all of a sudden.
We do get fairly short. Gregg is rebounding down low. Blocks out nicely, but it bounces in.
We have a timeout.
Fife back in the contest for Clay Center, but a full timeout taken by Minneapolis, I believe, yes. We'll take one too. Minneapolis trailing Clay Center 14-9, and we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Welcome back. 3:52 to go in the first half. Lions trailing by 5, 14-9. They did trail by as much as 6 in the early action of the first quarter.
Drag to play it in. Gets it in to Shoop. Shoop down the sideline she goes, clears the timeline. Now a long pass down low to Nelson. She's got it. Back out to Gregg. Shot up. Good. Nice pass as Gregg gets the pass. Nelson too far under. Had a lot of black jerseys around her. And now we got a 1-possession ball game. Wright gets it to Callaway. Wright will not take the shot. She's more comfortable dishing. Now she moves to the wing. She'll take it up from over there, though, for the baseline. Callaway back to Wright. Almost a walk. Here by Mullen. 2:56 down on the baseline. Entry pass to Ferguson. Out front it goes. Three-pointer on its way. In and out and in. It's number 23. That's Addie Mullen. The left-hander gets a free ball to drop.
Now their lead is extended back to 6, 17-11 with 2:48 to go in the first half. Be right back.
Welcome back to Minneapolis Lions Den. Later on we'll be coming to you from that new gymnasium just next door. And I'm kind of anxious to get in there and have a look-see. Drag to play it in, Minneapolis ball after Clay Center hit that free ball.
Yep,
pass is intercepted by Clay Center, and the layup no good. And as a putback gets tried by Callaway, and she is fouled by number 13. That'll be Walker. Free throw up and good by Callaway. It's her 5th point. She's hit a free ball. They have 3 in the contest here in the first half. They do shoot a lot of them. Free throw on its way. It's good as well. Callaway hits them both. There's 2-shot foul as she was shooting. 19-11. Allison has it. Gets it off to shoot. She's going to get double teamed, triple teamed even.
Quadruple teamed.
Right through there she goes, and the pass is tipped by Clay Center. They're going to stay. It's going to stay with Minneapolis. Good call there by the referee. You have to hurry.
Well, thank you.
Tipped once again by Callaway as we try the entry pass. We'll play it in right over there. Tough place to play it in from. Nelson gets it into Gregg. Ball tipped out again by Clay Center. Oh,
off of us.
Ends up going off Minneapolis.
Tried to drive the baseline under the basket, and there was no room. 2:15 to go in the half.
Still in the 2-3 zone. Carolyn almost in the passing lane there to intercept that pass. As a skip pass came back out on top. Left-hand shot, no good. Allison fighting for the rebound. Clay Center ended up with it. 5.
Puts it up and in.
Oh, excuse me. We do have 2:15s. That is Lane. Timeout called for by
Coach rescues us here.
Coach Weatherman. I didn't see the 2:15s on their roster. It is Lane.
They shoot out to a 21-11 lead here with 1:39 to go. Continuing the full court press. We'll be right back.
Well, Dale, it's easy to see how they beat some good teams. They have good ball movement. A lot of high school teams play that 2-3 zone. They know how to work that ball. But that they get the ball down on the short post and right into the gal there on the low block, and usually they've got an easy shot. To our advantage here tonight, they missed quite a few of them.
Yes.
Shoup has it. She's double teamed. Now they have a layup. That was a travel.
(23-11).
Callaway gets the easy basket.
Tipped out by Clay Center.
Minneapolis will maintain possession. Nelson to play it in.
Pull the trigger, come on.
Tipped out once again, this time by Callaway. Always in the passing lane, that girl is. Got a nose for the basketball. 23-11 Clay Center. Ball screen out front, it goes to Carolyn Giles. Long shot on its way. Allison had a pretty good look that time. Took her time. It just barely off the front rim, but is a pretty good shot. Next one she takes will go in. Three-pointer on its way. That left-hander shot no good. Ferguson slams one off the glass. Gregg has the rebound, and the reach-in foul is called on Callaway. Her first. 15 foul.
They're only playing 2 seniors, Mike. Don't know if you've noticed that or not. So they're going to be a power for a year to go.
They will be. especially her 6-footer, still just a junior. They double and triple team you. They're not afraid to
steal it
press
there.
you. All the way in. That's right with the layup. Try throwing over the top. They'll block that pass every time. All the way in. Right misses a shot. She
came from out of bounds to get it.
Out of bounds violation as she grabbed the ball. She was still in midair as she came from out of bounds. Minneapolis to play it in. 18 seconds. They steal it. They had a 3-on-1. They're going to call an offensive foul on number 23. Mullen.
Eddie Mullen, a 5'4" sophomore.
Threw a shoulder into Nelson. She drew the foul. 9 seconds left in the contest, or in this first half. Allison gets it off to Nelson. They have numbers. She looks up. Yep. Carolyn Giles was streaking down the other side. If she could have got the ball a little bit further on to the other side, Carolyn might have had a layup. Callaway loses control. Shot is going to count. Out of control. Scoop shot goes in. Callaway, I thought, was lucky to get that one off. It went in and they counted it. 27-11 at halftime. That's our score here on the girls game, and we'll work up some point totals for you and be back with second half action here in just a minute. Welcome back to the gym. I've got some point totals for you. Minneapolis trailing Clay Center Lady Lions here at halftime, 27-11. Good first quarter, then the press started to do its thing, and Clay Center got some of the easy baskets on the turnovers.
Skunked us 21-4 that quarter, Mike. Not skunked us.
Getting close to it. As Dale mentioned, Vigneri and Fuller both out in this contest with injuries. For Minneapolis scoring, Kylie Roth has 3 points. Faith Kornick has 2. Zoe Shoup has 2. Lauren Gregg has 2. Courtney Walker has 2. And a little bit of foul trouble. Walker, Kornick, and Adeline Laws had to sit on the bench for the last 3-4 minutes of that second quarter, and that hurt us a little bit in depth as we didn't have any
when we lost
up in, and
when we lost both of them, things turned quickly. I mean, took care of a lot of the rebounding we had, and that probably took away the target that we had to help get by the zone press there. Go ahead, Mike.
Scoring for the Lady Tigers, Allie Wright had 6 points. Addie Mullen had 3. And that's Lauren Lane had 3. Hannah Ferguson had 6. Leading scoring here tonight is Callaway with 9. She's a pretty active ball player. Callaway leading all scorers here tonight. Sydney Callaway, 5'8" junior. As Dale mentioned, they were playing 2 seniors. Lauren Lane, one of them, and Brianne Wilson. Wilson was not in the contest. Allie Wright was, so they'll miss a good point guard. And Lauren Lane, for the most part, this team's intact to make a run for at least another year after this, with the 6-footer coming back, Ferguson.
And some good pressure guards.
They play pretty good pressure defense. Ball hawking, as I'd mentioned, they reach in there and try to knock that thing out and create the turnover, and that's what it's all about, and they're pretty good at it.
Well, we'll be back in a few minutes with the third quarter. Well, welcome back as we get ready to go for the second half here. The Lady Lions taking on the defending Class 4A Division II champions, the Clay Center Community Tigers.
Well, you can tell they've graduated a few girls from a state class team, but they're still a pretty good team on the floor. They play very good defense, pressure defense.
They play with poise, play with confidence.
They pass the ball about as well as any girls 4A basketball team you're going to see. They do pass the ball well. They look for that open look. They'll pass it one more time when you think they're going to shoot. And that, you get it down to the low post down there on the baseline, and they kick it right back up the low block. And man, they missed a few of them, but I can tell you for sure they can pass the ball.
And we'll be without Kylie Roth the rest of the game, I found out.
Took a elbow to the kind of the forehead or top of the head. It kind of looked like I could see her dad showing a picture of the lump. So we're missing 3 now, Dale.
Yes.
We play it in here to start the second half. Allison can't find anybody to throw it to, and there's a 5-second call.
I think she wanted 10 seconds, but that wasn't happening.
Well, she had a couple passes to make and elected to hold it. Minneapolis has to be a little quicker getting that inbounds in. They take a second and a half before they even start to set a screen. Need to be a little quicker. Minneapolis jumps out to a man-to-man defense. Ferguson all the way in, shot no good. Ball tipped out of there, and she was out of bounds when she got it. Callaway, very active ball player for Clay Center. They're not going to take off the full court pressure. Faith Kornick has it. They're just waiting to double team her, aren't they, Dale?
Yep. Timeout full, Minneapolis.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Clay Center, but Coach Weatherman wanted a quick timeout. He's going to take a full timeout. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. 6'8" boy or a 6'6" girl? There we go. Nice job breaking the pressure. Shoot all the way in. Layup good. Very good. Nice job attacking at full court pressure. Shoot gets all the way to the basket. There's the back door. Callaway up, no good. Stride it again, that's no good. Shoop has it. They're going to stay here as Shoop lost her balance and touched the ball last. Clay Center to play it in under their own basket. 7 minutes left. Third quarter just underway here in the second half. Ferguson gives it up. Outside shot, no good. Callaway has the rebound on the backside. Kornick hits the floor. Right all the way in. Scoop shot, no good. She is fouled. I thought he called 20, but we don't have one out there. Adeline Laws whistled with her third personal foul. Free throw by Mullen, the left-hander, up and in. She's got a three-pointer to her credit this first half, along with Callaway and Wright. All have 3 balls. For Minneapolis, Kylie Roth has one. She is going to be out for the rest of the game. Took a elbow to the head, top of the head, top of the forehead in that neck of the woods, and experiencing some terrible pain. Now, Lauren Gregg has got to look over here because the pass is right over here to Faith Kornick. And she's missing this is the easy entry pass right here, right here. And she found her that time. Kornick is fouled, slapped in the head.
Turnovers.
Excuse me. Must have stepped out of bounds. Callaway Put one across the forehead on her. And we turn it over. Ferguson down the lane she goes. Shot no good.
And she fouls Mackenzie Allison.
Ferguson called with a reach-in foul. For as tall as she is down there, Dale, she's not very effective around the glass.
Has not been this game.
Walker 1-on-2, stop, pops, shoots, no good. Kornick had it tipped away by Ferguson, the 6-footer, now right all the way in. Left-hander puts it up, no good. The shot is blocked by Allison. She's fouled. Kenzie Allison picks up her second personal foul. Mullen back to the free throw line to shoot 2, just hit 2. That one's up and in. Second throw on its way, no good. Back rim. Kornick has the rebound for the Lady Lions. Allison, down the lane she goes, stops, pops, back rim, no good. Ferguson has the board. Wright loses it. It's a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep the ball with Clay Center. Adeline Laws starts to check in, but doesn't. Minneapolis still man-to-man. They got that back door working, don't they, Dale?
No walk.
Nope. Call that on the floor as she's pinched over there before the shot. Foul's on Walker. It's her third non-shooting foul. They'll play it in under their own basket, right? Pull the trigger. Out front it goes. Ferguson, Callaway. Minneapolis back to that 2-3 zone, except for Allison is not. She's staying on Callaway. Now she remembers she's supposed to be playing a zone. And quickly is whistled with the reach-in foul. Oh, excuse me, that's Lauren Gregg with the foul. Minneapolis fourth team foul, 5:51 left third quarter. Right to play it in. Callaway inside the three-point line, no good. Air ball. Gregg has it.
Smith.
Allison. Shoot, drives the baseline.
Off her feet.
Loses the ball, it goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it right back to Clay Center.
We have Reagan Smith in the game, Mike, number 12.
Matt's oldest daughter. Hope she's as fast as her mom. Ferguson has her shot blocked by Faith Kornick, but they're going to whistle her for, excuse me, they're going to whistle that on Smith. Her first personal foul. Free throw up and good. Second free throw, rims in. Shoot back in. Gregg will get a breather. Smith to play it in. Gets it in to shoot.
No foul? Jeez.
Boy, Shoop is mugged, and the layup is up and in by Lauren Lane. They take away the double team and Shoop. Out front, Smith shot, rimming off, no good. Faith Kornick Yeah, thank you. Has the rebound and her putback. She is fouled by number 15. Got Lauren Lane with 2. Cornick will get a 2-shot foul here. First throw on its way. Good.
The rainbow effect was pretty.
Beautiful.
And effective.
(34-14), 20-point lead by the Lady Tigers. Cornick's second throw on its way. Oh, good. I was going to say I don't believe it drew iron. They'll play it in. Wright with the ball in the backcourt. Clears the timeline. Minneapolis zoned. No. Or man-to-man. Long shot on its way by Wright, no good. Callaway has the rebound. Wright looks at another one. Passes. 4:20 left. Third quarter. Ferguson almost to travel. Now Wright lines up a 3. It's good this time.
37-14, Clay Center.
That's her second 3 of the night. She's a little particular when she shoots it. Shoot all the way in, shot good. They left her all alone and all the way to the basket. Zoe with a nice stop and pop there on the baseline. Shot goes in. Lauren Lane. Callaway. Entry pass Ferguson. That one crawls in.
Nice shot.
She shoots better one-handed, doesn't she?
Yep.
Shoup started to pass the ball to Smith. Smith was cutting to the basket.
Tipped by the Black.
It'll stay with Minneapolis.
Unless one referee overrules the other. Which happened.
They're going to give it to the Lady Tigers. They'll play it in at midcourt. Wright plays it into Mullen. Mullen left-hander. All the way in, and she's fouled by Walker. Be a 2-shot foul for Mullen. Problem is that's Walker's 4th personal foul. She's ball handler for us. We need to kind of keep her on the floor. Mullen to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one, good.
Laws and Smith come in for Walker and Cornick.
Mullen, left-hander, in and out, no good. Cornick, or Adeline Laws had a hand on it. Callaway pulled it down out of there, and Clay Center maintains possession. Now down low, Callaway out front. Mullen, back to Callaway. Just a nice reverse move down on the baseline. Her shot is up and in. 11 points for Callaway. Franson with a little bit too tight a defense. She bumped Shoup a couple times. Greg to play it in, 2:31 left third quarter. And we throw it over the top. For some reason, Mullen, left hand, up and in. We have an open player.
Smith pulled a foot.
In a couple of places, and we're missing our passes, but We've got, what, 2 starters on the floor? We're missing 3.
Yep.
So these girls probably haven't played together that much. They will. Right. Looking for the backdoor cut as Mullen out on top. That's Hamill with the ball. As they sub in some players. 3-pointer on its way, front rim, no good. She'll get her own rebound almost. Shoop almost beat her to it. Callaway. Mullen left hand, no good. Callaway has the rebound down low, back out front it goes. Shot no good. Now this time Shoop has the rebound from Minneapolis as Wright misses. Callaway with the reach-in foul. Excuse me, it's on number 23. That's Mullen. They call it on the floor. She was en route to the basket. We're playing it in. Bragg has it. Madeline Law shot, no good. Kornick has it on the backside, and she's undercut. Be a 2-shot foul for Faith Kornick. Well, they call it on the floor, non-shooting foul. We'll play it in. 1:21 left, third quarter. Reagan Smith play it in. Plays it in off the back of Mullen. Shot by Gregg, no good. Kornick has it, up and in. I like that play.
Yes. 44-18, 1:15 to go in the third quarter.
There's that backdoor cut. Mullen, left-handed layup is good, and I think
30-second timeout for Clay Center.
Man-to-man defense, when they can cut that fast and pass that well, might want to think about the zone.
Switch back to the zone. Yeah. We'll be back. 1:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Lions trailing 46-18.
It's like they'll work on their half-court trap now. Now they'll just pick up at half-court, hold off the full-court pressure. Shoop, baseline drive, kicks it out. It's intercepted by Ferguson. The long arms of Ferguson down on the baseline picked that one off. Under a minute left, third quarter. Mullen, pretty sharp little point guard there. All the way in, that's number 25.
They're now ahead by 30.
Brianne Wilson. Mullen just too quick to the basket. Layup good.
Now this game will go to the running clock in the fourth quarter.
Mullen with another layup. She'll get the and one. 13 points in this contest. Kornick's third personal. Excuse me. Yes, third personal. Mullen to the charity stripe. Free throw on its way, short. They get the rebound. Another foul whistled on the Lions. I believe it's going to be on Idle Law.
Yes. 13.1 seconds remaining in the quarter.
She has 4 and Walker has 4. Ferguson to the free throw line. First one up and good. .13 seconds left third quarter. That free throw is good as well. She's got a pretty good stroke from the charity stripe. 10 to shoot. Shot by Smith. It's a good look down on the baseline. No good. Walker has the rebound on the backside. Excuse me, that was
Mackenzie Allison.
Allison. Her shot Goes off the front of the rim. That's the way the third quarter will end as Lady Tigers flex her muscles a little bit. 52-18. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here in just a minute.
Well, that's the second disastrous quarter in a row. They outscore us 25-7 in the third, 21-4 in the second. So.
And they still have their starting lineup on the floor,
yes.
And so
we will have a continuous running clock for the fourth quarter.
Possession arrow favors Minneapolis. We'll play it in. Bragg plays it in to shoot. Man-to-man defense by Clay Center. Caroline Giles gets it out to Shoop. Shot no good, but she is fouled. Foul's whistled on number 12. That's her second. Allie Wright. Shoop will get a two-shot foul here. First free throw, rimming in. Zoe Shoop with 7 points here tonight. Back rim no good. Allison had a hand on it. Should be Minneapolis ball. It is. Bragg to play it in. Kick. Good call. Lauren Lane. Is that Superman's girlfriend?
I guess.
Out front it goes. Caroline all alone. Dribble drive into the paint. Tries to dish it down low to Cornick. And Ferguson there to intercept. 6 foot tall post. Wright has it. Backdoor cut. Mullen.
Blocking foul called on Cornick.
He said she leaned into her. It's her fourth. Mullen to the free throw line. She knows how to draw them. Free throw, no good. Missed 3 in a row now.
She's sophomore.
She's a player. Free throw, good. Baseline shot by Caroline Giles. Looks good. It just rimmed out. Now the reach-in foul on Shoop. Shoop's first personal foul.
Now we're going to have some subs come in for the Tigers, Lady Tigers. Two shots, that was our 10th foul.
Free throw is good. Callaway rattles it in.
Callaway's a junior, so we had her back next year.
Ferguson. Callaway, free throw no good. And Mullen. You can make a team out of those three, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Caroline Giles down to Cornick. She is fouled. No call. Mullen all the way in, left hand, up and in.
She is a player. My goodness.
You got to remember she's left-handed. She will fool you. Bragg tries to get it over the top of Franson. Mullen again, left-hand layup, up and in. Come on, clock. We throw it away. Franson has it, gets it off. Callaway, she carried it. Megan Smith into the contest, replacing Mackenzie Allison.
Mullen finally sits down. Coaches had to drag her off the court.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, we try to get it down low. Now Callaway has it. She could go to the bench too. Lauren Lane. Oh, excuse me, that's number 25, Brianne Wilson.
Senior. Double dribble after the steal.
There, Callaway finally heads to the bench.
5'8" junior.
She's a beanpole. She's almost tall as Faith. Down low it goes. Hit ball's intercepted.
Number 1 picks up the foul. Zoe Auld, 5'9", sophomore.
Lauren Gregg to the charity stripe for a 1-and-1. 2:10 left in the contest. Free throw up and no good. Kornack able to go over the top. Her stick back is no good. Oh my gosh. That's Gregg again, gets hammered. She'll go right back to the charity stripe. Hamill whistled with her first personal foul.
Clock is running at 1:50 to go.
Sure wish Kornick would have just hit that stick back and we went. Free throw, no good. Tipped out to Giles.
Somebody was in the lane. Or that was two-shot foul.
Two-shot foul, evidently.
I don't know why.
Well, either she was just getting the rebound. Gregg, second throw. Good.
Well, that gives us 20 points on the night. 1:15 to go.
In the backcourt, that's Leiby. High post action by Auld. Franson goes out on top. Yeah, almost a walk, no call.
50 seconds.
.33 in the contest for Clay Center. That's Hamill. High post, looks for the cutter. Down on the baseline she goes, out front, Franson.
20 seconds remaining.
Hamill has it out on top, 10 to shoot. Auld back to Hamill. They're going to walk it out as this game is over.
Mercifully.
60-20, Clay Center Lady Tigers take the victory here. They still have some of that Class 4A state championship team, the Calvera team. They are not quite state champs, but very good basketball team, very good defensive team, and they work the offensive end quite well as well. We'll be back with some point totals here in just a minute. Mike Curry and Dale Leach will be right back.
Well, welcome back as we finish up this girls game, getting ready for the boys game to start. Reviewing the Tigers again won to 60-40. That was their largest point margin win of the season, beating their third largest spread previously was a 36-point win over Chapman, first game of the year. By quarters, Minneapolis jumped out 7-6 after one, then hit the buzzsaw from there on. Second quarter, they got outscored 21-4. Third quarter, 25-7. And things tamed down a little bit with the running clock. In the fourth stanza, they outscored us 8-2. Again, the final score 60-20.
Scoring totals for Minneapolis: playing tonight without McNary and Fuller, and for the most part, Roth for 3/4 of the game. A little undermanned, woman.
Yes.
Point totals, Kylie Roth did score 3 points. Faith Kornick had 5. Zoe Shoup had 7 for the Lady Lions. Lauren Gregg had 3. And Courtney Walker had 2. For the Lady Tigers, Allie Wright had 9. Addie Mullen led all scorers with 18. Lauren Lane had 5. Ferguson in double figures with 12. Callaway in double figures as well had 12. And Wilson off the bench had 2 for the Lady Tigers. 60-20 and pretty good ball club.
I could have sworn Addie Mullen had 50 points just on her own. I'll tell you, we kept getting her open for layups.
Yeah, left her in there. She probably had 25 pretty quick.
Well, we'll find out if the weather is going to allow us to play Friday. If not, we'll be back next week for the Boysington Winter Jam.
Yeah, they're talking about an ice storm later Friday afternoon into Saturday and into Sunday even.
Yep. All right, we'll be back for the boys game in a minute.